He was always kind and light-hearted. That was my father. My father was my hero. He's the person I look up to. He's my inspiration. He was my rock and my foundation. My dad's legacy will live through me and my little brothers, and I'll do everything in my power to make him proud. I love you, Dad, and I hope justice is served.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Crime with Regina. It has been such a long time, but I'm back. And in the midst of the country's March and March drama, I have decided to do the case of Mr. Warrick Stock, popularly known as DJ Warras. DJ Warras was allegedly shot by a Mozambican national on the 16th of December 2025 in broad daylight in the middle of the Johannesburg CBD in a building called the Zambezi Building, right opposite Carlton Centre in Johannesburg, South Africa. Before we get into the details of the case, let's get to know who Warwick Stock was.
Warrick was the first boy child in our family. We are 4 sisters. I have 3 sisters, and my sisters all had daughters. So when Warrick came, you can just imagine the excitement. He gave my dad a whole new lease on life. My dad was 60 and had just retired. And here came this little baby boy. I thought he was perfect. I don't know what anyone else thought. And Warrick had a very charmed upbringing. Life in rural South Africa is so different to city life. So, he had my father as a role model, who was a retired school principal. So I would say he was a very grounded child and very happy. That's one thing, Griselda, that I take comfort in the fact of thinking back to just how happy Warrick was as a child. A little boy surrounded by doting grandparents, his dogs, whom he loved, the gardener, the domestic, which is where he learned to speak fluent Zulu. I'm sure you're all aware of just what a good grasp he had of the language. And of course, he then, came to Johannesburg.
When he got to Johannesburg, DJ Warras broke into the radio industry. In 2008, he worked at YFM doing the graveyard shift, which is the late night shift in radio, and he quickly moved into the more prominent slot. He eventually ended up hosting the Drive Show in 2014 on 5FM, and he was co-hosting with the popular Dumi Foster. In 2017, he left 5FM, took a break to later return to radio by doing the Drive Show on Ekagasi FM in 2019. I started knowing DJ Warras on TV. He broke into the television industry in 2012. He was a presenter of a magazine series called Live Amp that played on SABC 1. And that was one of Mzansi's favorite show. Like, in order to propel in South Africa's entertainment industry, you had to be a presenter on Live Amp. I mean, the likes of Bobodang were there, Bolerato Kganyago were there. So, like, he struck it big when he did Live Amp. He then later did The Man Cave on SABC 3. This was in 2025. And towards the last days of Warras' life, he was actually hosting a show on Mzansi Magic called Ngcela Visa. Hey, that was a funny show, and I feel like it suited his personality as well. Outside of his media career, DJ Warras built a business which was focused on private security that provides bodyguards and event security for concerts and VIP clients. The company started with about 20 guards and grew to have 200, giving security services at major events such as international concerts around Johannesburg and to high profile individuals. In addition, DJ Warras co-owned several properties in the Johannesburg CBD, including the Zambezi House building. He was involved in managing and inspecting these properties through his security company.
Do security at a building in town, CBD, right? So it's a nice contract. We've got security guards there, but coming into the contract, because it was a previously hijacked building, like a semi-hijacked building, the owner was like, yo, people are fucking up my shit. Can you come in with the Zeus? Nlungise. We came in, salungisa, yabo, kwagnomteto. After kwagnomteto, safaka magadi. After safaka magadi, we had to check ukuthi okay kahle kahle kwenzakalani kule bhilidi. Number one, occupancy far exceeded. You've got 240, 250 rooms. You shouldn't have more than about 1,000 people, give or take. That's maximum. You've got well over 1,000 people living in this building, because some of these rooms, which are quite small, are housing 7, 8 people that all work at one paki shop. Not gonna work. Or 7, 8 tailors. We are tailors from Malawi. None of us have papers to be here, but here we are, right? And we're sharing this rental of 2,000 rand a month, whatever it is. Nip that in the bud, right? Do I know how to do a building audit? Of course I don't. So who do I phone? I phone one of the Grootmans, because I don't have the expertise or the skill set, but I can develop it. I brought in this Grootman. His name is Arnie Williams. This is everything. It's plumbing, it's electrical, it's signage, it's access control, emergency exits, fire escapes, fire in the event of fire, what do you call it, extinguishers, in structural integrity of the building, you name it, right? We come in and we check that stuff, and then we prepare you a report. The report is essentially a roadmap to say, what do I fix first? Okay, sharp. Long story short, we need to fix the plumbing. I don't know fuck all about plumbing. I just saw ukuthi kuyavuza lapha esinkin.
Sure.
Right? What do? I phone another Grootman. Wes Lang runs a electrical business. When I looked at that place, I thought it was bad.
Sure.
It's like, this looks like it's a fuck up. But I don't know anything about electrical. So I bring him in. He looked at it and he said, this is a clusterfuck. There is illegal connections, there is bridging, there is this, there is that.
Yeah.
There's places where the wire is running from the globe in the ceiling, ikijimala, to come and run a plug with fridge.
Sure.
Sure. I'm like, yo, damn. He explains to me, boom.
On the day of the incident, it seems like DJ Warras was inspecting one of his co-owned buildings called Zambezi House on Commissioner Street in the Johannesburg CBD.
He always would tell me when he was going. He never said anything. He was always accompanied by one of our colleagues. It doesn't make sense.
It is alleged that DJ Warras had been making a call inside of his car just opposite the building where he had parked it when 3 men approached him. One short guy with dreadlocks opened fire. He shot him once and then he tried to run, and then the guy shot him 4 more times after chasing him across the road. The sad part about this is that DJ Warras also had a firearm on him but never got a chance to respond. The gunman and his accomplices fled on foot. Paramedics and first responders arrived quickly, but DJ Warras was pronounced dead at the scene. He was 40 years old at the time of his death. DJ Warras was laid to rest on the 23rd of December 2025 in a private funeral at Immaculate Conception Church, which was in Rosebank.
Well, it was an emotional send-off for DJ Warras, speaker after speaker, describing him as an incredible father as well as a patriot, someone who was not afraid to speak out against some of the challenges that the country was facing. His family still struggling to come to terms with the loss.
I need to say this without apologies. I'm very, very angry. I haven't had an opportunity to really cry. I've had to keep it together because he would want me to do that. I'm angry, I'm so angry because Warrick was taken away from us too early.
Warrick spoke out, sometimes controversially so. He was very opinionated. And even me, as a very good friend of his, I disagreed vehemently with some of his views. But I knew that his heart was in the right place.
Incredibly curious, used to research a lot. Wise and quite articulate. I think a lot of people who maybe did not know his past fame and got to know him now were fascinated at how articulate he was about some of the issues we had in this country.
Thank you for being the person who we call whenever we're in trouble and we don't know who to call. Thank you for everything, and to your kids and to your family. I want everyone to know that he spoke very highly and spoke very regularly of his entire family and how much he loved you all, obviously, especially his children. To the mother of his children, he spoke very highly of all of you as well. And even when he was frustrated, he spoke very highly of you. And I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. I'm so sorry.
We are gathered here today not because we want to be, but because love demanded that we show up for one of our own. And if there's one person that did that, it was Warras. And if there's one person who understood that deeply, it was Warras. He showed up fully, loudly, with a heart, with humor, with intention, even if he was on empty.
When the South African police services arrived at the scene in Johannesburg CBD, they were able to obtain CCTV footage that showed the suspect. The CCTV footage trended on social media, and the shooter stood out because he had dreadlocks. He was eventually arrested in Primrose, and two more suspects were arrested in a hostel in Johannesburg. When the alleged gunman was arrested, who is now identified as Armando Patula, was arrested at his residence in Primrose. In the bin where he lived, the dreadlocks were found because the suspect had removed his dreadlocks, trying to hide his identity. Another thing that was found is that Armando is not a citizen of South Africa. He was actually an illegal immigrant. He was found with his Mozambican ID in his place of residence. So this is the part that really gets me mad, because this is the stuff that we speak about when we say we don't want illegal immigrants in the country, because a person can commit the crime and get away with it because they are undocumented. Their prints are not in the system. So he was then taken into custody, and then later on, two suspects were arrested, and only one remained in custody, which is Victor Majola. I think the other suspect that was arrested with him was set free because there was no involvement in the case. In Victor Majola's cell phone, when he was arrested, they were able to find images of DJ Warras, his family members, and also addresses that are related to DJ Warras. So this is some of the evidence that solidified that Mr. Majola was part of the murder plot of DJ Warras. Investigators suspect that the motive for DJ Warras' murder might be related to the hijacked buildings in the Johannesburg CBD.
This now, pre-trial proceedings in the murder case of DJ Warras resumed this morning in the High Court in Johannesburg. The matter was postponed on Friday due to the absence of one of the accused. Victor Majola, the alleged mastermind, failed to appear because of administrative confusion. Co-accused Armando Pakula is charged with carrying out the shooting. The court also heard that Majola is still waiting for some case documents before proceedings can move forward.
You guys should know by now that this part right here is the part that always gets me mad. Postponement, postponement, postponement. And we are not even in the trial right now. This is pre-trial things. And to make the matters worse, South African taxpayers are footing Armando Pakula's bill. He cannot afford private representation. So he is using a state lawyer. He comes to South Africa illegally, he commits crime, and the taxpayer must still pay for him to get legal representation. This is the part that makes me mad about the South African justice system. It does not favor us. It will always favor the criminal. The alleged shooter, 25-year-old Mozambican national Armando Pakula, decided to confess from the beginning. He alleged that he was hired by Victor Majola along with another suspect who to this day has never been found to kill DJ Warras. Victor Majola was with them on the day of the incident. He is the one that pointed out the victim, DJ Warras. Victor Majola had promised to pay the suspect an amount of 25,000 rand, but only ended up paying them 7,000 rand. Victor disputes being part of this murder plot, and his lawyer says even in the CCTV footage you cannot see Victor Majola. The two suspects are set to appear again in court tomorrow, which is the 1st of August 2026. And I'm gonna end this here. DJ Warras was an amazing human being. He's definitely gonna be missed. They say life begins at 40. It's a pity that his had to end at 40 years old. I would like to acknowledge all the pages that I got these videos from. Live Amp, which is from the SABC, SABC News, Panuel's podcast, and the Shady podcast with PH and Warras, and IOL News. And I also got some information from Crime Julia. Shout out to my babe, and thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video, and let's grow this channel to more videos that are gonna come. Hopefully I do not ghost. And I'm gonna end this with tributes from people that used to work with DJ Warras at Live Amp.
Thank you, Mfethu. You've done your part. 6 years on the show, the longest serving presenter. I mean, I've worked with you for 4 years. It's been great. It's been nice. Take it easy, and if it's easy, take it home. So I hope you're gonna take it home.
Warras, our shady lurker, thank you so much for all 6 years that you've been with us. We have loved every minute of having you on the show. We know you're going to go from strength to strength, and we wish you all the best. Thank you for everything, and have a wonderful, successful future. We know you will.
Yo, Warras, shout out to you for sticking it out for 6 years. I mean, you're the longest running presenter of Live Amp, and everyone has been saying that, and that's actually an achievement. That's great. You know, you'll be dearly missed by both the Urban Brew as well as the Live Amp families. You know, the sets will not be the same without you. Your craziness, I mean, people don't actually know how crazy you are, but I think for you, what's lined up in the future is great things only.
My fellow fossil, shady lurker. I mean, how does one sum up 6 amazing, magnificent years with you? You, sir, have grown from strength to strength, From leaps to bounds, you have been an absolute pleasure to work with, a pleasure to turn up with. You have made every single Friday, as rebellious as you are, you've made every single Friday absolutely amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yo, Warras, what's up, man? It's been an absolute pleasure working with you. I mean, I remember the first time coming into Live Amp, and I saw you, I was like, geez, it's Warras. I'm working with my idol now. So a lot of experiences, a lot of happy moments that we've had on set and both off set. You are crazy behind set, like behind the scenes, and it's gonna be sad to see you go. But we wish you all the best, and for the last time, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it home.
Warrick, my son, my best friend, my brother, mentor. There's not much I can't say about you. There's not much most of us can't say about you. I speak on behalf of myself and behalf of everyone else here, and on behalf of all your buddies. Live Amp pretty much lost a legend, but as I was saying to the rest of everyone here, someone's got some big shoes to fill.
Hi, Warras, it's LK. I met you was actually right here on Live Amp, and you welcomed me with open arms, and since then you've been very consistent. I loved working with you. You've always been so supportive, you've always been so encouraging. You as an individual, you're so grounded and so pleasant to work with. I'm going to miss you. I know the viewers are absolutely going to miss you.